Hey viewers, welcome to another exciting episode of 365 Days of the NES. Today we are on day 5 and we are going to be looking at Arkanoid, the classic Arkanoid. Arkanoid was originally an arcade game by Taito. Came out in 1986. It was very heavily influenced on Breakout from the Atari back in the 70s. And the Arkanoid is actually a doomed ship that our ship, the Vaus, escaped from. Arkanoid, pretty basic. It's a real blockbuster. There's 33 rounds. There are tons of power-ups. Oh my goodness, it is amazing. So let's talk about it. Basically, object of the game, break all the bricks. Once the bricks are broken, you move on to the next round. How about that? Upon the final level, level 33, you actually will fight a boss. That's right, a boss in a Breakout game. Doe is our boss. He's a Moai face. And you have to defeat Doe with the lives you have on hand. You cannot continue. The game opens up with the monologue, which you saw, saying, "The time and era of this story is unknown. After the mothership Arkanoid was destroyed, a spacecraft Vaus scrambled away from it, but only to be trapped in space warped by someone." Completing the game gets you another monologue, which goes as follows. Dimension-controlling Fort Doe has now been demolished, and time started flowing reversely. Vaus managed to escape from the distorted space, but the real voyage of Arkanoid in the galaxy has only started. The game was incredibly popular. 5 other versions were actually developed and put on market. There was Arkanoid 2, Revenge of Doe, Tournament Arkanoid, both from 1987, Arkanoid, Doe It Again, and Arkanoid Returns, both came out in 97, and Arkanoid DS in 2007. There's also Arkanoid Live and Arkanoid Plus on WiiWare. The game had many ports, being as popular as it was. The ZX Spectrum, the Amstrad CPC, Commodore 64, the BBC Micro, the MSX, the Atari 8-bit, Apple II, on the NES, the Amiga, the Atari ST, the Apple II GS, IBM PC, a Macintosh version was released in 1987. It was released on the TRS-80 in 1989, a Super Nintendo version, the Arkanoid Doe It Again in 1987. Oh my god. It's also available now on Xbox 360 and is available on Xbox Live Arcade. There is even an iPhone version of it. Arkanoid has remained incredibly popular and has broken out, God, who knows how many clones, how many tips of the hat there were for this game. It's been cloned and put into other games. It's in Rainbow Island, which is a whole level of Arkanoid. The alleyway in for the original Nintendo Game Boy, the box art has Mario holding a Vaus-like paddle. Doom 3 has a clone of the game on one of the usable computers, and the version in Doom 3 is called Helenoid. This was an incredibly popular game. It still is. It's just a solid game. Not super well rated. It usually gets about a C, 7 out of 10, but just incredibly popular and a lot of fun to play.